PC Amateur Guy here. Today I'm going to talk about not to build a budget PC. So I just installed this. I made an hour video, but I lost the footage because I hit the reset button on my phone by mistake. Anyway, so just quickly recap. I put in a 7800 3XD. You don't want cheap. You want to get the best CPU that you can afford. This motherboard's about 150 US, ASRock, and just get like one stick, 16 gig RAM, which is good enough. And then when you put it in, just make sure it clicks on both sides. And for this cooler, you just need to install the 4 screws here. I like to use a low rise CPU only because this becomes your core, and then you can move this to any PC case you want to, like an ITX, micro. You have it all here. And then I used a NVMe SSD, 1 terabyte. That's 4.0 that matches the motherboard. If you're gonna purchase one, just make sure you get one with up to 7500 megabytes read and write speed for 4.0. 5.0 goes about 12,500 read and write speed megabytes per second. And this one already has Windows because I pulled this from my previous PC, so you don't have to worry about the Windows installation. And I actually put it in to this mini ITX case, and it didn't work, and I believe it's because the riser cable. So anyways, I took it out and I'm going to install it to this case here, which is an AO2 case. And this has a 320 watt flex power cable already in there that I put in. And I installed a Noctua fan. If you want to do that, there's a lot of videos out there that shows how to do this 40mm fan here. And what I like about this case is there's no riser cable, so you don't have to worry about riser cable issues. Because usually that's one of the main issues. So I'm just going to install this into this case here and turn it up and see if it works. To be honest, I don't know. It should work, but with PC building, there's always trial and error, and you're going to run into problems, right? And you're going to fail, but sometimes you have to fail to succeed, meaning you have to keep going, and that's how you learn, right? If you don't fail at anything, you'll never succeed in anything because you won't learn anything. So from failing, you succeed from failing, right? Even Bruce Lee said it's better to set your goals as high as possible, and even if you fail, that's okay, because it's better to fail on a high goal than to meet a goal with low standards, right? So sometimes you just have to keep going. And yeah, I just lost an hour of footage, but I'm making a new video, and here I am. So maybe I have to walk the talk, talk the walk. I like to screw this back in onto where I found it, because then whenever you have an extra case and you just put the screws originally that's meant to it, you don't have to worry about it in the future. So this is a flex power supply, and again, this case is fairly small. I think this is about 4 liters. And so you just need to just watch out the cables. Don't use too much force. For any case that's good, it should just fit in perfectly. See, it just fit perfectly. That's how you know it's a good case. Some cases can be cut wrong and you're forcing the faceplate in there. That's a red flag for the case being crappy. And this does have a riser cable, as I mentioned, so that's why I like it. And the 4 screws are aligned, so I'm just gonna go for it. Just install 4 screws. And shouldn't have to use too much force here. Just go in. Okay. I'm using too much force, so I know something is wrong. Ah, it's the wrong screw. See? That's why. You shouldn't have to use force. If its screw is meant for the motherboard, it should just go in perfectly. Honestly. So let me just screw this in. Oh, again. This is the wrong screw again. Okay. This was actually the case screw. So for the screw, it should be like circular here. And you can see a little circle here, so that's how you know it's the right screw. But you shouldn't have to use too much force. It should just come in going perfectly. And look at that. Perfect. I'm just going to hit 90%, 99. I'm good. I'm going to do this for the other 4 screws. See, that's sometimes it's trial and error, right? Make a mistake. Don't force the screw in. The screw should not have to be forced in to any holes that are made for it, because the screw should come in, should be fairly easy. ITX motherboard has 4 screws, and again, this is a flex power supply, 320. I got it used for 20 bucks, and I changed the Noctua fan for 20 bucks. It's going to cost me 40 bucks. 320 should be more than enough for this 7800 3XD. And I have this A380 ARC, Intel ARC. It's kind of small, so I'll install that next. But I just want to quickly go over the cables here with you for the power supply. This is the ATX power supply here. This should be the top of the clip here. The motherboard should have a clip on top of this that clips on. So you just need to just clip that in like this. So that gives power to the whole the whole motherboard. Just get a little force, make sure that's in. These are the SATA cables. This is a Molex for like fans that don't have a fan connector. This is the SATA. This is for like the old SSD hard drives, spinning hard drives. I don't really like to use this, and that's why I have the NVMe SSD. And this is my 4-pin CPU. And in fact, honestly, this actually has an 8-pin. This is a 4-pin, so the 4-pin will work. You just need to connect this up. It's fine. And 4-pin is enough for an 8-pin connector. Extra, usually it's only 4-pin, but for motherboards with 8-pin, just means that it's for like overclocking. But this thing doesn't even actually have. You can see this. It's like a little bit dark here. Just okay, so just plug in. Okay, you hear the click. And let's just stuff this one in here. This is the HD audio, so you just need to find that here. Is right there, and you can tell by the way it's lined up. It's unique. So the connectors will match the pins. This one doesn't have a pin. So that's how you know. Should check the motherboard specs anyway. Still doesn't. Just make sure it's lined. Just push. That seems to be it's good enough. And this is the USB 3.0 for the USB connectors on the case. Just plug that in where the USB is. It's unique, well, so you can't really miss it. It's all the same connectors. Just connect that to give us USB. It goes in. And hide these cables in here. Okay, and then power. this has all the HDD for the. When you use the hard drive, it just sparks, lights up, and then this is for the power supply. You just need to do the power switch, and you just need to plug it into the front panel. Again, you check the motherboard. I'm not sure. I just need to install that. I don't care about the lights. Okay, and then hide these cables here. You know, just check your CPU fan. It shouldn't be touching any of these cables. Okay. Close the case up. Then I'll install my graphics card here. Oh, I gotta change this faceplate to the low profile one. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is the ARC Intel. It comes with all the low profile one here. I don't know, man. These things can't pull this up. I don't know why. Anyway, all right, and I'm just gonna take this little screw. There's actually 4 screws you need to unscrew. So just take this one here, and this one's fairly small. So make sure you don't lose the screw, right? It comes with an extra one in the box, but saying it can be lost. So this is a low profile, what they call a half PCI slot, in case you ever see that terminology, half the PCI slot, because it's actually half. And so this is the standard size, and this is the low profile half PCI slot. So this is actually technically half of this. So you just need to place it on. Just align this with the HDMI cables and stuff. Sometimes it's like trial and error, to be honest, but just make it align. You don't have to use too much force, just make sure it's aligned. That I'm gonna take this small scoop first. Yeah, it's all this fucking, it's hard, man. Okay. Oh shit! Look at that. See, all the things that could go wrong. Just make sure this is lined, and then just go back. It's never going to be perfect when you're building. Usually edits stuff. This is unedited video. Just make sure this is lined up to the thing. If you use a magnetic Phillips screwdriver, it's usually more helpful. Just get that lined up. And again, 99%. Then you can't screw it anymore. You don't need to put pressure. Then just screw this other screws in. It's the same screws that I took out and put them back on, basically. Just screw it in. Yep, can't screw anymore, so no pressure. Okay, so low profile. Here it is. Just install it now. These things shouldn't need force or pressure. If you try to put pressure on something, then you do something wrong. Just always be gentle, because you don't need to put pressure until you need to. And then you just snap this on. So, You hear the snap, it's on. And this is for the, to keep the ARC CPU. You can put like 250mm fans on the bottom. Probably not a bad idea, to be honest. Might do that. But like I said in my other video, I don't care about fans, case fans. Just make sure that this works. So there you have it. It's actually installed. Just put this away so I don't lose it. I always like to put the accessories back to the where I originally got it. To the box. So probably gonna like not remember where you put something like a couple months from now. So the parts of the items you get, just put it back to the same box. That helps you remember. And, so again, there's no riser cable on this. And I think I installed everything correctly. I'm using a hard drive that already has Windows, so I don't have to reinstall that. I'm just gonna screw this back on. Huh? That wiping. Go yo. Okay. Give me 50 minutes. Alright, so the USB that goes in the motherboard connects to this, and this is the audio and mic. So I'm gonna take this thing off my selfie camera here, so still record. So I'm gonna plug this baby in. See my bed is kind of like my workstation here, and should just screw this in. Screw the antennas in. Yeah. And honestly, I don't know if this is gonna work because put this on the other PC here. This one here, the gray, the mini one, and the riser cable is causing issues. So anyway, this one doesn't have a riser cable. So, plug this baby in, turn it on. Hopefully it gives me a picture. If not, okay. You failed to succeed, right? Okay, whatever. Let's just plug that into the HDMI power. Turning it on. Okay, I turned it on and it's not coming on. So I'm not sure why, to be honest. This video is going to be continued. Thanks for watching.